Hello. I am checking to see whether my live video works from my cell phone. Whether my service is good enough for streaming. I've got it knocked down to a cheap service so I can save as much money as possible right now, because I can pay for my bill. I paid for it 6 months up, and at a really small gigabyte, the cheapest they had, so I can keep my phone on, but also because I'm not gonna have any money for the next couple months. I'm just sitting in a parking lot to get out of the house today, because today is a chill day, and is a non-exist day. I had a bunch of drinks last night, and I'm so happy because that's the second time that I've had drinks in the last week and a half, or since Halloween, and I don't have not one bit of hangover or anything. I feel great. I mean, I feel a little tired and stuff, which, that ain't that ain't surprising. Also, already felt tired, so I'm just so happy about it. I don't drink throughout the day or whatever, and I really don't, I've never drank throughout the week and stuff like that, but it is something that my anxiety level that I don't take medicine for is temporarily suspended, and it's fun, whatever, and also it helps me creatively, anyways, for a little while, and that's pretty cool, that I can do that if I want, and because there is nothing else that, no teas or anything like that, and I don't like any of the other new age stuff. It doesn't set right with me, so I've tried those things, and I'm it makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. And like I said, I'm not one to, I can't take anxiety meds and stuff. Those are rescue meds for me. I can't take them, have be prescribed them long term, so so that is fabulous, because I love to have a beer every now and then, and I also like to have a couple shots of liquor every now and then, and drinks and stuff, so I'm yay. I seriously thought that, I'll never be able to drink again, and not one single little bit of trigger or anything. I felt a tiny bit of stress today when I woke up. I got tension is really what it is. I felt, not even right when I woke up, later on I lay back down, I will but I do that all the time anyways. And also, my blanket that I laid down and stuff, the cooling blanket, is working to sleep on and stuff. So that's amazing. It's keeping me cool and from getting overheated, so that's a huge win. Also, have some good news. I have been adopted. have a friend and his family, they are dealing with some stuff right now, but they have told me pretty much that I am welcome there anytime, anytime, like anytime I want to come over, and just to let someone know, and like I know where everything is pretty much, and like to keep in contact and stuff, and I'm welcome there anytime, and actually believe them. Like they're not just saying that. So I'm like, that is fabulous. That gives me a sense of security that I very much need right now, to keep me motivated and getting back on my feet and stuff. I actually feel like I can accomplish everything I need to accomplish, not only just like in the next 2 months, but also like in the next year and stuff. So like that is absolutely amazing. I really never thought that I would be where I am again, and I never thought that I would, like, I just couldn't visualize it and stuff. And actually, I have a really hard time with that. If there's something that I like am visualizing, especially like a whole entire situation, like I have a whole bunch of pieces and I can't put it all together because I'm missing some information, like my brain will just circle and circle and circle about it, and try to like constantly piece in, and kind of like a puzzle, funny enough, because the autism thing is like a puzzle piece missing. But I will like continuously freaking crazily, in my psych work on a situation and problem solve even when it's out of my control. And so that will like create me some anxiety and stuff. So to have people that are like, no, you can rely on us, like we're here, you can like home base here and stuff. Like it is an absolutely, I can't tell you how much like it's worth to me to have family and to have people that are like, just like, oh, we're here. Like, so it's pretty amazing. But like, so, when I'm like brainstorming for something like going back to work, especially for like a position or jobs that, where it's like higher income and stuff like that, and full time at that, like, because I mean, that's what I want to do. Like, I'm feeling that is the point of me doing everything I'm doing and going back to school and stuff and living the way I'm living, with my finances, is because like I want to be fully functioning. Like, I don't want to have half of my mind like taken up by like super stressful stuff, like toxic relationships, and then trying to work a part-time job and having to live off other people. Like, I have a mind about me, and like I have things that I want to do, and I have like every right to be able to live my own life, and like, even if that requires me being around people who absolutely do not know my life before this point. It's super important that I have people around me that I have. Just trying to wake up Bixby on my phone. Anyways, it's super important to me to keep people around me that I've known for a long time and stuff, and I do have like, friends that I have known for a long time and stuff. But it is even more important to me. I mean, I do live like in Greenville, so that kind of thing is like not something that I need to think about. But it is super important to me to be fully functioning and to have a good life and not be handicapped. You know, like there's no reason why I have to work a part-time job if I'm in full health. So I am shaking a little bit, but like I have not been able, like I was not able to keep a job for a really long time because of the toxic crap that I had to live in. You know, my like stress level was just too high at all times, and like my thoughts, you know, like I was saying, to where if I don't have all the pieces of a situation, you know, if there's no end point with it, that my mind will just keep going around and round about it, you know. And in logic, like there is no logic when dealing with somebody who has a personality disorders, or in my situation, dealing with people who have personality disorders. You know, they will constantly keep you on a string and stuff, you know. And then like for me, I'm like, well, you want me, you know, they're like, get a job, like do something, like, you know, I was doing stuff, but like they're like, you know, make more money and stuff like that. And I'm like, how do, like, you know, that's why I was in therapy is, you know, okay, I gotta fix this. I'm like, why can I not deal with people that are assholes as well as other people? Like, I'm, you know, not having anybody manipulate me or anything more than they do to other people. Like, what is it about me that can't deal with that? And it, you know, it was like, it sent me down, like, into a spiral and stuff. And, you know, that's the kind of shit that would cause me to have, you know, you read about like autistic people having meltdowns and getting over emotional and stuff. And like for me, like outside of the neurological situation where my mind, like literally, it's an actual emotional breakdown, like that a meltdown is. And it's like a system getting overheated or a car getting overheated and stuff, where it's just, you know, something's faulty. And, like you've got this information and stuff, and it's just not, hey. But I'm really super glad to like be out of that situation. And being able to like, oh, the street light just came on, that's awesome. Be able to use my full mind to like think about stuff that is, you know, on what I want to think about. Like my brain isn't, or my mind, not my brain, but my mind is not constantly taken up by, you know, it's like sending your smartest worker to go sort M&Ms. Like, how does that make any sense? You know, that is pure laziness and just messed up. Like if you're running a company, you know, so like I've really, you know, shit, I'm excited about job hunting, like, you know, but I'm gonna do, you know, I've got like all these plans that are gonna be leading up to that and stuff. And Joe says, breathe, you're more okay than you think. And I really, really appreciate that. And it's exactly what I'm talking about, is that I am really glad to be in a situation to where I am okay and I can, you know, brainstorm and stuff. I'm really excited today, so that's why I'm a little bit more long-winded, and also because I want to do a 20 or a 30-minute video versus sitting here talking for an hour, because I am sitting in a parking lot to talk. I wanted to get out of the house. It is the little piece of Domino's that is left over in me, which I've always done this, where I like to sit in my car and think instead of like where I like to sit and think and stuff, like, you know, to get out of the house. And also it saves me money from going in the store and looking at stuff and spending money. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad. Like, I'm super amazed to be doing as well as I am, and this is as close as I can get to celebrating with all my friends and stuff, is doing a live video about being okay and stuff. And I know everybody's really glad for me, and I'm so glad to have a car and be back in a car. It is in a year, you know, like I hope to be, and I'm sure I will be in a situation to where I will have a newer car that, you know, that isn't like super old. So this more reliable, because like I like to go places and do things. I like to go to the beach, and I like to go out of state. And I can't do that with this vehicle. This is a point A to point B vehicle. I also like to be weird and drive around and look at things. Like, I'm sitting here looking at the radio room, and at Graceland deli, so that does charcuterie boards, at Liberty Cafe in India Palace. So I was like, let's go to a parking lot that's on the other side of my part of Pleasantburg and Larnge Road. And I'm watching the sun go down. It's a pretty sky today. So yay, there's so much positivity, and I'm really glad to like be just constantly in a better place. So like I said the other day in one of my posts, like I'm still doing a lot of emotional processing, and that'll probably go on for years. Like, you know, I see the majority of the next 10 years, you know, with me. As much has happened just in, you know, the past 10 years and stuff and all that. Like, I'm not gonna just get it, you know, this isn't really the right way to say it, but it's not something it's magically gonna disappear in a year. There's just because of the way my brain works and stuff, like, you know, like I had one day this past week where I was just kind of like shut down. Yesterday, in fact, like I was just like, you know, well, let's try something different, to where, like, and it's just like it requires like a stepping out of fear kind of thing. I'm doing a live video, Joe. I'm trying to get all my thoughts out at once. I'm not I'm not doing a meditation class right now. I appreciate it. But I'm like visualizing right now, and I'm trying to like think of all the things that I want to say, but I can't just sit here and be quiet. So, if I was talking, like if somebody was here in front of me, then I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I'll try that. Well, you know, it's really funny because I did kind of try to slow down, and like all I did was start talking more softly. So that's kind of funny. Instead of being like this, I was like, but still like, um, kind of reminds me. It's funny. I have a younger brother named Chip, like a chipmunk, and like a squirrel, and they're like, and I can't help but, I was supposed to be a boy, and my name was gonna be Charles. Charles Halston was gonna be my name, and instead I popped out a girl, and they changed my name to Chelsea Lee. So, yay! That's funny. But, I was trying to think about if there's anything else I wanted to talk about, and, see if I brought my lighter with me. Yes, I did. I have. Can't really. I think I cleared everything that I wanted to talk about. So I don't know if I'll get a truck. Charles. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is a little weird for me because I'm like, like, there's no one actually here. I am just like sitting in my car talking to myself. So, but okay. The cigarette helps me slow down a little bit, so I'll do this exercise. But then it's so funny because like my mind goes blank a little bit. Looking around to see if there's anybody that's like walking towards my vehicle, and there's not. I'm not bothering anybody or anything. See, look, I'll show you. There's a radio. Came over here and chilling for a minute. I am probably gonna call it an early night today just because I can. I think I've got some leftover chili from the other day that I made. I'm probably gonna do that for dinner. I've got like all the sour cream and cheese and Fritos and stuff that like I started doing that a couple years ago in my chili recipe, and it's really good. Man, I'm always scattered. Oh, you doing door dashing too? I was doing that. I did that for a couple years and stuff. It's definitely different. I miss doing that, but I'm like also like don't, of course, at all. So, and this is the reason why I was doing like delivery service as a job in my adult life anyways, because like as a teenager with living in Anderson and going to school in Greenville and going to dance classes like at several different studios, I drove a ton. And so like I mean, when I was in high school, like I had lunch for like sometimes I would stay and eat lunch with my friends and stuff, but like I had the option to go eat lunch like on my way to the Fine Arts Center. And so I would eat in the car, like I'd eat breakfast in the car unless I was staying at my grandmother's house in Greenville. Then she would make meals and stuff. She would make breakfast. I'd get up and eat breakfast with them. I'd eat dinner with them and stuff. But lunch, I always sat in some random parking lot and ate lunch. And so it was really natural for me to be in my car and work too. Like, so when I like got out on my own when I was 18, I was like, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I am thank you. It's good talking to you, and I appreciate you saying hey and stuff. Um, yes, I am feeling a lot better, and I've overcome tons of medical stuff. So I'm still a little like amazed, you know, with it, and piecing together some emotional stuff. So, but I've been doing these live videos, and it helps me to like just kind of um, talk about stuff and let it go. Like, it helps me process stuff that's in my mind so I can go back to what I was doing in the day and not have it sitting on my shoulder. And I don't readily, you know, like, it also keeps me from having to feel like I need to tell the same story to like 5 different people and stuff. Gives me a connection of socializing, which is really good for me. Um, it also documents my progress, which is awesome. So, but I'm gonna stop this video too because I've been like chilling here for a minute doing this. I'm gonna finish my cigarette and go back to the house. So I hope you have a really good day, Joe, and I hope everybody else has a good rest of their weekend.